There we go. The mat's back. Now this time, Ramsey, please don't puke on it, okay? Appreciate ya. Oh, now you're an escape artist. Okay, well, you're gonna mind this heat, so enjoy it while you can. Come on then, let's go for a stroll. Alright. I know, no one wants to be cooped up in there, right? You like your freedom sometimes. Alright, let's go. Come on, Bubba. I gotta put you back inside, man. I'm sorry. Okay? I got stuff to do. I got things to get done. And I can't watch you all day out here. Okay? I know. Let him enjoy some freedom from time to time, but Rory, he's a runner. He likes to be beyond my reach, if you know what I mean. Hear the cicadas? Come here. Come on, Bubba. You gotta go back inside, okay? I got stuff to do, man. Sorry. Whew. Yeah, it's a warm one. It's a warm one. 30 degrees Celsius. I know that probably doesn't seem maybe warm to some of you who are dealing with way, way, way hotter temperatures, but when you're up north, you're not used to it, right? 30 feels warm to me. I'm sweating. Fall really is, though, just around the corner. And I want to be prepared. So I have a project that I want to do today. Seems kind of funny to be doing it today on a hot day, but I want to get it done before it gets cool. Today, I need to move my diesel heater. It's just not in a good place, and I have a better idea and a better place, I think, for it. For the last couple of years, I've had my diesel heater right here. It's an all-in-one unit, and I quickly threw together a little housing just to keep it protected from the rain and the snow. I kind of just have it going through this plywood here, in through just really getting that main area warm when it needs to be. But I do have a better idea of a place that I'd like to put this. It's just going to take a little, work. So yeah, as far as the diesel heater goes, you can kind of see I have the pipe coming in here, and the heat just came in here in this one spot. Oh, are you being a ham? Thought you were camera shy. No? Not today? All right. Anyway, yeah, it's just coming in this main area. I can't exactly like warm the bedroom up or anything with it there, so I'm gonna move it today. If you've been around for a while, you might remember that I removed my RV propane furnace that was under the fridge. It didn't really work properly, and it was not at all efficient when it did, so I just got rid of it. I eliminated that completely. And now I have space under my fridge where it used to be, along with the existing ducting. So I think I should just take advantage of that open space now and move my diesel heater under there. Okay, so this is what we're working with. Here's the existing ducting. I can see, you know, there's some rips in this one, it looks like. You see that? Right there. The RV, there's a cat hair. Cat hair on my mouth. Thanks, Ramsey. The existing RV propane furnace was heating three places. It was heating out here, this area, it was heating the bedroom, and it was heating the bathroom. And I decided that it does not need to heat the bathroom. The bathroom's tiny, it's like a small little closet. And before, when the propane furnace was heating the bathroom, it was way too warm. It's unnecessary. As long as it's heating out here and it's heating the bedroom, the bathroom's going to stay just fine. It's gonna be balmy. Not only that, that's the door, by the way, just saying. Not only that, but the ducting that goes to the bedroom actually goes through right here. Maybe I could even show you. Yeah, right here. It's literally in there. And it goes underneath the bathtub. Yeah, so it comes out here into the bedroom. Because the ducting goes through the bathroom anyway, I feel like it just heats. It already, like, there is some residual heat going through the ducting. and into the bathroom anyway. So yeah, heating the bathroom, unnecessary. I did get rid of the ducting that goes to this opening right here because a previous owner, I'm assuming, had it all taped up. I'm pretty sure a mouse had like chewed it up, so they taped it up. So I completely got rid of it. It was just, it was in horrible shape. So I'm going to take this one here that goes from the bathroom, and I'm actually probably going to shorten it and get rid of these little cuts and slits that I'm seeing here, probably from mice. And I'm going to use it to attach to this here. You know, obviously once the diesel heater gets installed in here, but that's the plan. So right now I've got to remove this because it is leading to the bathroom right here. That was hardly on there. Oh, God, that's disgusting. Okay, alrighty then. Wow, take a shot every time I say ducting, I guess. I'm sorry, I'm saying it a lot, but I'm saying it a lot. Okay, so one of them came out here, and that was the one that I removed because it was no good. This was the one going to the bathroom. I'm going to attempt to shorten it. I need to find the best area of the ducting. There I go again, take another shot. And get rid of the part that has the little cuts and slits from probably a mouse. I'm sure it's had mice running through it and, you know, using the bathroom while they were running through it. I mean, I don't know. As for this one here that goes all the way under the bathtub and into the bedroom, there's no way that I can remove that. I mean, I could, but I'm telling you, it's going to be way more work than what I'm willing to do. So I think I might get a shop vac and just blow out the ducting, I guess. When I removed the RV furnace the first time, there was definitely a huge mouse nest down here in the corner. I also need to try to get under the wiring as best as I can and clean this out because I don't like the smell coming from here. It definitely smells like mouse urine, and I see mouse turds all over that wheel, I think is what it is back there. Yeah, I need to clean this out. This is just that's not healthy. Oh, the joys of having a trailer from 1994. Okay. Nothing makes me feel like I need a shower more than doing things like that. It's not perfect, but it's better than it was, and there are far less mouse turds. Well, the suction on that works well, but the blowing power on that does not work well, so I'm going to get a different, more heavier duty shop vac for the job. Trust me when I tell you, I'd love to replace that hose that goes into the bedroom, the ducting, but there's no way I can pull all that out unless I like rip out the bathtub again. And I mean, I could possibly pull it all through, but then laying a new one down in there and hooking it up, like I don't know. The problem is I have no idea the condition of the other ducting that's going under the I mean, I probably should have looked at it when I replaced the bathtub, but I didn't. I don't remember seeing any major rips in it. I mean, there's going to probably be heat loss, but the heat loss is still going to be within the trailer, so, you know, there's that. Alright, shop vac obtained. I think it might make more sense, to pull this ducting and just hang it outside here so that when I blow the shop vac through it, hopefully it'll just blow outside. Actually, that helps. Blow outside and not so much go in here, or that way I don't have to like tie a bag on the end. Did you guys see what I did with my Phillips screwdriver? Never mind. See it? I see it. What the heck were you doing out here? Okay, we've got to remove the faceplate off of here. This is in the bedroom, and this is where I'm going to be putting the shop vac hose through to try and blow any kind of debris that's in that hose out of there. Right, Ramsey? I appreciate the help, but this is a real tight corner over here, man. Yep. I appreciate it, but your services are not needed right now. There we go. Now I just need to get the shop vac over here, fire on the Jenny, and start, ooh, yep, blowing that thing out. Okay, yeah, look at this. Cat hair, oh gosh, yep, okay. Okay, lucky for us, this shop vac has a super long hose. So I'm just gonna slowly fish it through as far as I can once I turn it on here, and it's pretty forceful, so I'm hoping it'll push any kind of debris and gross mouse turds and everything else out through. I think that's all I can really do when it comes to cleaning out that one duct. That's all I can do. Try to shop vac it as much as possible. Yeah, yep, you guys just relax. Just keep relaxing. I've got this. I'll do all the work. You guys, you'll get to reap the benefits of staying warm this winter, but I'll do all the work. I'm realizing now there's only so much room in here to work with such a big apparatus, but are you understanding a little easier now? So I've got this one hooked up to this duct going into the bedroom, and then this vent in here, sorry about the lighting, I'm gonna have hooked up to this one here, and this end with the 3-inch adapter is gonna go directly into the diesel heater, so that the diesel heater is gonna blow hot air through each one of these. Hoping it's still gonna work, but this is so long with this adapter. I don't know. That's what they had at the local hardware store, so that's what I got. Yeah. I've got these flat metal rods here that I was going to use for something else. That's why they're so heavy duty. But that didn't pan out, so now I'm going to be using those just to set the diesel heater up on and just elevate it a little bit. And I'm going to want the diesel heater up even higher because I'm going to exhaust it out through here, and I don't want the exhaust going down and up. I don't think that's the best thing. I think the exhaust should just be coming down and out. So I'm gonna have to set the diesel heater even higher. We'll figure that out when we get there, I guess. I have a brick, might elevate it up some for the exhaust to go straight. Yeah, I don't know, but I only have one brick. Sure, I can find something else laying around. I found something that's really quite level with the brick. An old rain gutter. So I'll probably just cut that with the mini grinder, and yeah, I can set the diesel heater up on top of these two things to elevate it a little bit. And the next thing to do, pull the diesel heater out of there and start taking it apart. Right now, it is hooked up to my batteries under here. And currently, that is the only thing hooked up to these batteries. So, yeah, I'm going to just disconnect everything. Not sure what I'm going to do with these yet, but I'm just going to disconnect everything for now. Alright, it's disconnected from the batteries. So now we just have to pull this thing out of here. Oh, of course, it's full of diesel. Oh yeah, she's full to the brim. Siphoning the diesel back into the can. Got the fuel line disconnected from the fuel pump. And yeah, I've got to get the battery cables fished through here, but I've got this big fuse on the end, so I'm hoping I can take that off and put it back on again. Fish these wires through. I need the tank to be completely separate from the unit too. I think I have a spot that I can put this. You know when you start a project and you think it won't take very long, it's gonna go smoothly, and then you run into problems and you're like, okay, I think this might take a couple of days. Well, I think that's what's happening now. I think this is going to take longer than I initially thought it was going to. My plan was to obviously have the diesel heater in here, and it was gonna, since this is such a large space, I was gonna put the fuel tank in there. Obviously I need to vacuum it out because that's gross. I was gonna put the fuel tank in there and just run, just cut a little hole through here. It's literally, yeah, it's just right through the wall there. And run a fuel line from the tank over in through there. And then that way when I need to refill, I can just pull the fuel tank out of here, pour some diesel into it, and that's it. I had a plan, but my plan's gonna have to change. I was hoping, I mean, it would be perfect if this lid weren't here, because now there's no fitting in here. It sucks. So it's not gonna work, which is unfortunate because look how nice that fit would be if it weren't for this lid. Yeah, I was just gonna run the fuel, drill a hole through here, and it was gonna run directly into the heater. But that is out of the question. I did vacuum some of that mess up in there. When I removed the RB furnace, obviously it had this little grate here for the exhaust. I just put duct tape across it after it was removed so that no hornets and bugs and such could get in through here. But I am going to take off this duct tape, and instead I'm actually going to really just, oh, that's not going to work. Wait a minute, I have to flip it up the other way. The reason I put a hole through it is for the exhaust to go through. It's actually the perfect size hole for the exhaust. And once this is all closed up, I'll have the exhaust pipe coming out of there. And it'll be sealed up all around so you can't get bugs entering in the trailer. Hopefully that gives you a better idea. I've got the little piece of tin there with the hole for the exhaust to come through. And we got a whole mess of stuff going on in here. One thing I do want to do is dig out one of my batteries, hook it all up, plug this in, and make sure the little control monitor, sorry, you're in the sun, the little control monitor actually comes on, because I did end up having to cut the wiring. I stowed the wiring in here, so let's plug this sucker back in, hook this end up to a battery, and then go find the controller and plug that in and make sure it lights up. This video's all over the place. I've been working on it here and there over like 2 weeks, and it's because I injured my back. So I'm kind of just like light duty working around stuff. And now I have to dig out a battery, so I'm a little worried this is gonna not feel pleasant. Okay, got the battery hooked up to the wiring correctly. I've got this plugged back in. Now I just need to go get the monitor, plug this in, and we'll see if it lights up. If it does, we know that I did an okay job wiring it back together. Drum roll, please. Hopefully. Look at that. I'm guessing we're good. Now I just have to finish hooking this whole thing up. Oh, okay. He just jumped off on his own. Whoa, check out that solar coming in. I just saw 19 point something. I'll tell you the trouble I'm having right now. You always run into trouble doing things like this, but because I have 4-inch ducting already that exists in the trailer, I needed to get an apparatus, something like this. I didn't need to get this particular one, but it's what they had at the hardware store. So I figured, oh, this will work, and I grabbed it. Then I needed an increaser, which is going to take your 3-inch here, which is what the diesel heater is, and convert it into a 4-inch, right? So now I can hook my ducting up to it. But look at the length it has made. This is, you know, this was once, I don't know, a little over a foot, and now I've definitely more than doubled my length. And I'm trying to make it all fit in there. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna need to get a different end on this increaser. I know they have Y connectors you can get on Amazon, which might fit better. This is just, there's a lot of length on this, if you can see. So I've already got this one ducting hooked up to this end, which goes right to the bedroom. And then it would just be this end needed for right here. But I'm not sure I'm gonna have the space in here, to be honest with you. I'll see once I get it all hooked up, but yeah, it's not looking good. What I might end up doing is just hooking a hose directly from here to my increaser. Yeah, I might end up doing that just for now, making sure it works that way. And then I might end up ordering, if I can't make this work, I might end up ordering like one of those Y connectors, something that's shorter, but it'll allow me to hook up 2 hoses so that I can heat the bedroom and out here. I might have to do that because I don't really have the room for, this is like almost 3 feet right here, and even diagonally, I don't think I have the room for it. Even if there's a shorter increaser than I can get, maybe, because I've got this thing on an angle and do not have enough room for this, the length of this apparatus, plus the hoses that have to go on the end of it. Okay, decision has been made. The apparatus that I have here, this right here, just has too much length for me to work with it. With the actual diesel heater itself, plus the increaser, makes the whole thing just too long to fit under here properly. So I'm just going to hook up one ducting to the increaser, whether it's the bedroom or the one for out here for now, and then later on, before fall/winter, I'm going to see if I can get something else that's going to work so I can hook up both of those ducting hoses, obviously to have heat in both places instead of just one, because that's the whole reason why I put this under here, was to get heat in both places, not just one. Okay, this whole thing is getting real interesting. Had to hook up the exhaust pipe, so I kind of had to wire it basically under the fridge for now, and I put this heat shield above it. That's literally all that was separating the fuel tank from the diesel heater, was that, so I put it there as well. The top of the diesel heater must not get that hot if that was the only thing separating the diesel tank from the heater itself, and it was right on top. At this point, I'm just trying to get this thing hooked up, and I really just want to test it out and make sure it's gonna work. I've got my fuel line all fished in through. I need to go get my wiring and the fuel pump and hook all of that up. And then I need to hook it up to the wiring under here to run off the house battery. I don't know if I'm going to get this done tonight. I thought I was going to have to order like a little exhaust elbow because that was just such a pain to work with. Anyway, this whole project's been a disaster. It's taking way more time than I had anticipated. And as you can see, I've only got my one duct hose going to it right now until I get something shorter, like a Y-connect that's just shorter to hook on here so I can run the other one. I do not like working in small spaces. So it's been frustrating trying to reach in under there and rig everything up. Yeah, my exhaust is literally sticking out of here now. I don't care how it looks. No one's going to see it over here anyway. And don't worry about exhaust fumes getting up into there because that is blocked off. I think my wiring stuff is all under here. Maybe you can see how this is going to go now. My fuel line is going down to the tank here. It's going to run in, go through here and into the diesel heater. I just dug out basically the old connection. This right here would have connected to my propane furnace. So I've got a negative and positive wire here. I'm just going to open up the Marettes and hook up the wiring for my diesel heater onto those. Look at the floor. I got soot everywhere from laying the diesel heater there. Okay, for hooking up these wires, oddly enough, when it comes to RVs, typically your black cable is your positive and your white cable is your negative. Don't ask me why. That's just how it seems to be in RVs, or at least these old ones. So I am going to hook those up accordingly, and let's hope something happens. Alright, and again, the monitor came on, so I guess we have it hooked up to the battery. Oh, we gotta fish all this back inside. A lot of wires going on, yeah. Next up, I've got this fuel line right here going from the underneath of the diesel heater. And that goes to this pump here. And then the fuel line from the tank also runs to the pump, and I'm just trying to remember if it matters what side. I think this is the side. I have to remember which side goes where. Okay, we've got a lot of hose here, so let's start. This is the end of her. I can actually trim this up too. I can have less of a hose going to the diesel heater. Okay, that's gonna work. We're officially all hooked up. I do need to get my intake hose. I'm not going to have time to run that outside tonight, but if I can get it hooked up and just to start this thing up, test it out and see if it's going to work, would be nice. Obviously, we're going to need some diesel fuel in here. I'm not going to put too much in, maybe a quarter full or so. I just really want to test this out. I'm going to prime my diesel heater first. I'm priming it right now. Starting to wonder if that's too long of a distance for the pump to bring in the diesel fuel, because my line's empty. I do have my air intake hooked up. Yes, I know that it's not outside as of yet. I'm just testing things out. It's right here. All right. I had a brain fart. I'm allowed. I just did a little jerry-rigging because obviously your fuel is supposed to be higher than the unit, right? So because of that, I just put these little pieces of plywood on either side of the beam there. And now my fuel is elevated, so it should be able to work its way downward to the pump. I am going to shorten up the line inside as well and hope that helps. This is not my favorite project. I just got diesel fuel everywhere. Thankfully the dish towel was within my reach because I just did something kind of dumb. I elevated that diesel tank outside and unhooked my fuel line, and diesel just started flowing through. Yeah, I'm gonna clean this mess up, and I am going to fire this thing on tonight, or at least try, and see if it's going to work. Am I going to be getting heat into the bedroom, or am I not? And if I'm not, then I give up. I give up on this project. Safe to say the diesel heater's already primed, so I guess let's just turn this thing on and see what happens. Oh boy, wish me luck. There's the pump. Something's not right. Okay, priming again. This time it looks like the fuel is headed the right way, so I guess I had my lines mixed up over here at the pump. And no, I don't have propane in these lines, just FYI. Alright, one final attempt this evening at turning this thing on and seeing if it'll actually do something. My camera battery is also getting ready to die, so that's convenient as always. Okay, well, it's kicking into high gear right now, I guess. Alright, it's definitely working. I'm really not a fan of how warm / hot the ducting is. It's hot. Got some nice heat coming out of here too, definitely. Alright, let's oops, uh-oh, I got the wrong... Do I got my settings all screwed up? Oh no. How do I get back to the temperature? It's the next day, the next evening, actually. My battery died in the last clip, so I just stopped filming altogether. I will say it looks different without the diesel heater housing in front of that window, but it's kind of nice. The cats have their window back. There's way more light coming in here now. Yeah, it's kind of nice. Now that there's a little more daylight, I'll just show you what I'm working with. Obviously, I had to put the diesel tank up higher to make the flow of diesel easier. Probably going to strap that to the post with some bungee cords, just in case we get a real windy day. But yeah, the exhaust is coming out here. Like I said, I don't even smell it when I turn it on in there. It's kind of nice. And then when I need to refill it, I'll just take it off of there, bring it lower, and refill it with the jerry can. The fuel line definitely is way longer now. It's got quite a ways to travel. Before, the fuel line from the tank to the diesel heater was like maybe 2 inches, like that much. So now it's probably like, I don't know, 5 feet or so of fuel line, maybe not that much. A good few feet anyway. Nice thing about not having the housing there is that I can literally just open the door up all the way. I'm enjoying that. What about you, Ramsey? You like having your window back? Yeah? So final update on the diesel heater so we can wrap this video up. It just feels like it's been a long however many days that I've been working on this, and I still have to work on it even longer because now I need to order a Y connector because my little apparatus to have 2 hoses hooked up at once isn't working. It's just too long to fit the space. So I will order a Y connector off Amazon and hook that up. But for now, it's in here, it's working. I just can only have heat going to one area for right now. Just like before, right? Totally red-greening it over here. The diesel heater's in here. It's not pretty. I don't care what it looks like because the truth is, this is all you're gonna see. This and the little controller. I put it over here, by the way, so I can easily access it. But all you're gonna see is this little vent. You're not even gonna know there's a heater in there. Okay, I messed with this a little more since the last time you would have seen it. I did end up picking up one of these. Basic dryer vent duct. Yeah, this stuff's like a cheap tinfoil, to be honest with you. It rips super easily. I just geared this up to the vent right here so that right now I have heat coming out into this main area here. I didn't like how hot or warm this other ducting got, but I'm gonna actually test this out right now. Now, I've got the diesel heater literally hanging by wires. It's on there solid, don't worry, but it's just what worked for me with this space. It wasn't working trying to set it on something, and no, this worked better. So yes, it looks very jerry-rigged, but it's under here and it's functional, and that's really all I care about. Yeah, the main thing is that it's no longer outside. It is in here now. It's in position, sort of. Obviously, I need to like tweak it a little bit and change some things. Hook up the Y connector. Blah, blah, blah. All right, we tested it out last night and it worked. So let's go ahead, turn this sucker on. This time we're gonna have the heat coming from this vent right here. It should just take a moment, then the pump will come on and we'll see what it does. Again, for all the dads, there's no propane going to this line here, okay? Just so you know. Feel the air, not quite hot yet, What do we got this set to? Let's put it to 25, so we should definitely feel that. Oh yeah, that's warm. I just jacked it up to 31 degrees Celsius. Yeah, nice heat. Nice heat. Alright, well, it's definitely working. Man, these get so hot, like hot to the touch.
That really just concerns me.
Can't see it, but you can hear it. I know I'm a little paranoid. Those vent hoses get quite hot. That's kind of my concern. It's in there along all the wiring and stuff, and I know that's where they were before when the RV furnace was there, but like, it gets hot to the touch. Like, that's kind of concerning. I think that's part of the reason why I just had my all-in-one unit outside. Let me know in the comments below, am I worrying about it too much? I've got a little more time before fall/winter anyhow, so I can still make some changes to it. But I am a little concerned about how hot those hoses do get. Here's something I never noticed. I can literally just look out the window and see how much diesel fuel I've got. Anyhow, there may be more on this in a future video, but for now, it is in here. It's sort of hooked up. I'm not finished, obviously, but yeah, let me know in the comments below if I'm just way too worried about the heat thing. I don't know. Maybe I'm paranoid. With that being said, I hope you're all doing well. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Bye. Oh, okay, Ramsey, are you hungry? Okay, maybe you can help clean up this mess, and then we can get some food for you, okay? I'm gonna go fill the water tank, and when I come back, as long as you get this mess cleaned up, I will feed you, okay? Alright, thanks, buddy. Wow, good job! You cleaned all this up? You did that? He's food motivated.